This is Father Andrew Ritchie, and you're listening to Catholic Inspiration, a podcast from my website at studyprayserve.com. These homilies, presentations, and retreats form part of my ministry as a Catholic priest for the Diocese of Superior. And now I invite you to open your hearts to some Catholic inspiration. I want you to think for a moment about a couple of those places in your life where it's tranquil, calm, beautiful. Places where you just automatically kind of take a sigh and you just feel at ease. It's relaxed. It's beautiful. I think about going to my grandparents' house and the comfort. Just like, I can still smell spaghetti sauce cooking in the background. I think of the shore of the Sea of Galilee, one of my favorite places on the planet. And to be on the shore looking out over that water. I think about Ely Peak here, overlooking the shores of Lake Superior. And I'll climb that. I usually do that at least once a year. Climb the peak and look out over Lake Superior and just drink it in. We live in a beautiful part of the world. And we got a lot of places in nature. And we have a lot of places with people that... it's good to be there. It's peaceful. We hunger for peace. We're longing for peace. And Lord knows, you want to talk about Gaza. You want to talk about Ukraine. You want to talk about Iran. You want to talk about any number of hot spots in Africa, South America. We need peace. Peace between peoples. And peace in our hearts. We are longing for that tranquility, an absence of war, an absence of disturbance and violence, the calm serenity when everything is in harmony. And Jesus says, "Peace be with you." Not once, not twice, 3 times in John's Gospel. Peace be with you. The first words that the risen Lord is saying, because we need it. We need it that much. Peace be with you. I find it very compelling that the Lord knew their hearts so well. Whether we're talking about the fear, the doors are locked because the disciples are afraid that someone's going to crash through the doors and arrest them and kill them. They're afraid. And Jesus says to their fear, "Peace be with you." Then you got Thomas, who's got all this doubt. He's the skeptic. And Jesus addresses his doubts, saying, "Peace be with you." And so whether we're talking about fear or doubt or whatever is stressing someone out, Jesus, an encounter with Jesus in the risen power of Easter brings peace. A peace that only He can give. A peace that you can't find anywhere else in the world. The kind of peace that soothes our souls and gets us back in right relationship with God and one another through reconciliation. Peace be with you. And He says it here 3 times. Because I think sometimes we just don't get it the first time or 2 around. That the love that God has for us is a love that is meant to bring peace inside and out. See, you can't be a peaceful person if it's not resting already in your heart. And so sometimes when we're all stirred up and we're all worried and we're all stressed, we desperately need God's peace. And we need that on the inside. It's got to start there. But then, friends, peace within our family, where we work, in the community. Lord knows the world. That once the peace of Christ is in our hearts, then we can begin to say, all right, now may that peace then draw us together as it draws us to God. That we are longing for peace within and without. And we need that peace on the inside and the outside. And so today, there's really 2 dimensions for us. First, where do we see the need for the peace of God in our hearts right now today? What's going on that's stressing, putting us at war with ourselves or with others, in some way, shape, or form undermining relationships or toxic in our souls, where do we need God's peace? We name it, we set it right in front of the cross. Because sometimes we need the help that only heaven can provide. But then second, make me a channel of your peace, O Lord. Make it so that your peace flows through me. That the words that I say are building people up, bringing them together in harmony. Lord, help me so that my actions are building bridges, not putting up fences. Lord, help me to be that conduit, that channel, so that not only do I need your peace, but that your peace flows through me and out into the world, because the world desperately needs the peace that only Christ can give. And so, friends, today we don't only call it for ourselves, but we become the ambassadors of that peace to the people God sets before us. Peace be with you. We say that at every Mass because, frankly, we need to hear it at every Mass. But friends, we don't only need to hear it, we need to share it. Jesus greets us in the Easter joy with peace. May we call upon the Lord for the peace we need in our hearts tonight. And may we offer our lives to be that conduit of Christ's peace to whomever we meet. Peace be with you. God bless you all. This is Father Andrew, and I hope this podcast inspires your faith. Now, if you found it helpful, please share it with a friend. And you can help me by leaving a rating and a review. I keep all my listeners in my daily prayers, and I ask for your prayers in return. God bless you, my friends.